So today we are talking about minimum effective dose. So if you go to the doctor and you get a pill and you're only supposed to take one pill, why is that? Why don't you take 5 pills or 10 pills to make yourself get the results faster? Well, it's because if you took 5 or 10 pills, you might have some really serious side effects. And it's the same thing when it comes to exercise or dieting. If you are trying to get super fast results, often you will think, well, I'm going to work out for 3 hours a day instead of 30 minutes a day because I want super fast results. Or instead of eating 1,800 calories like my doctor or dietitian told me to, instead I'm going to eat 800 calories so I get super fast results. But the thing is exercise and food really are medicine. They are prescriptions that your doctor or a friend or me online will tell you is a solution to your illness or to your fatigue or to your weaker body, right? Because you're wanting to make it stronger by exercise. But it's the same thing. If you are not careful with how you prescribe yourself, with what you prescribe yourself, then you are really running a risk of getting some serious side effects. So for instance, if you decide to work out for 3 hours a day instead of 30 minutes a day because you want to burn all the calories and build all the muscles, you're actually going to run the risk of really hurting your body, in that your joints will be more at risk for being run down because they'll be under constant pressure and constantly be torn down. Your muscles actually tear a little bit. There's a little bit of damage that is done to make your muscles build. But if you never rest, if you work out for 3 hours every day, you really run the risk of just breaking your muscles down and causing injury, as opposed to actually building muscle as you would if you did an hour workout. And especially if you took a rest day or a couple rest days. So a lot of the time we want fast results, and that's why we overprescribe exercise or underprescribe food for ourselves. But I would really encourage you to be really, really careful with that, because you really could hurt yourself in the long run. So remember, minimal effective dose is what you need when it comes to exercise and diet. I would really encourage you that if you're trying to lose weight and you know how many calories you eat to sustain where you are, let's say for instance that you're in a plateau and you're eating 2,000 calories a day and you're just in that plateau and you can't get out of it. At that point, I would really encourage you to lessen your calories by 300, not by 1,000. I see a lot of people, they'll be eating like 2,000 calories and they're like, I can't get out of this plateau. And so they cut their calories in half, which is insane. So they have no energy for their workout, and also their body can be really at risk for being for not having enough nutrition, so you get malnourished, which is really, really bad and can have long-term effects on you that can really, really hurt you. So I would encourage you just to instead do a minimal effective dose, and by that I mean take 300 calories out. 300 calories, that's like a Snickers bar and like 5 almonds or something. I don't know. It's not that much, right? It's like 1 sandwich. Take out 1 sandwich, or what's even better is instead of putting mayonnaise on your sandwich, maybe find a light mayonnaise. Like that's a really easy solution. Or instead of having a sandwich with both pieces of bread on it, take off 1 piece of bread for lunch, and then for dinner, if you didn't eat the roll with dinner, like that right there could be 300 calories, okay? So it's not super crazy, but just take it down just a little bit and give yourself a month. So it's going to take a little bit longer than maybe you want, but you're almost certainly going to lose weight over that longer period of time, and you're going to keep that weight off if you use a minimal effective dose, as opposed to cutting your calories in half, maybe losing 10 pounds in a month, but then crashing at the end and binging on all the food because your body is starving and malnourished, and your body will take over. At some point, if you are malnourishing your body enough, it will take over and you will not be able to keep yourself from eating. I'm not kidding. It happens, okay? So you don't want that to happen. You don't want your brain to go crazy and for you to eat everything literally in your house. Give yourself a minimal effective dose, or the side effects, just like with drugs, can be super catastrophic. And the same thing with exercise. I would really encourage you that if you feel like you need to exercise because you have a weak body or you want to burn calories, either way, don't go over an hour of actual movement. Now, I'm not talking about lifting weights, sitting around for 5 minutes, and then lifting weights, and then looking at Facebook. Okay, that's not working out for an hour. That's like that's barely working out for an hour, okay? But I mean, if you are really focused and if you're really working for an entire hour, I really don't think that unless you're like in a bikini competition, I really don't think there's any reason that you need to work out more than that, because I know from personal experience that if you're pushing yourself as hard as you can go, you can get it done in 15 minutes and build muscle. Now, I'm not talking about bodybuilder muscle, I'm not talking about bikini competition muscle, I'm just talking about like this kind of muscle, like strong, I'm healthy, I can pick up my kid, I can run around in the woods, I can play sports and have fun, that kind of muscle. But again, I would really encourage you, don't go over an hour. You don't need to. If you're really exercising, if you're doing weights some days and cardio some days, if you're switching it up, you're gonna get enough out of an hour. Right now, I'm only working out for 30 minutes a day, and I am getting amazing results. I'm actually getting leaner than I was when I was doing an hour a day. But the reason for doing that though, my diet's better, eating more veggies. So, minimal effective dose, I think I pounded that into the ground enough for today. I hope you are having a great day, and I will see you in my next video.